Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill today, Tyler Mahle. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous, sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Coming up on the first pitch, Spencer Horwitz getting ready to hit, and we are underway here in San Francisco. Foul ball there. Ball to strike. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike two. That one almost got him.
Nope, that's away.
Payoff pitch. Now a pop-up on the infield. Chapman under this one. And there's one away. Here's the Pirates lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Marcell Ozuna.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so you know the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. You know, he's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
No,
Ozuna, in his 13th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. Swinging a foul out of play.
No.
Let's go, Tyler.
Line drive, base hit down the line. So a man aboard now with one away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Lau at the plate, a big part of the game yesterday afternoon as he knocked in 6. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Lau wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. Got him swinging.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Here comes the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Ozuna off of first with 2 away.
Whoa.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in San Francisco. And on the mound for the Pirates, Bubba Chandler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Luis Arias leading things off and takes a strike. Base knock, center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Fair ball. Arias headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And here is Devers. There's a strike at the knees. Man at second. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And the 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one in the dirt and gets away. Lee up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One on, nobody out, a run in here in game one of this 3-game set. Pitch gets away. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
Good hitters count the 2-0. This is again 5 in a row.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And Adames swings through that one.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
And it's through for a hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
No outs, runners at first and second. Next offering is fouled back. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the Giants lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luis Arias.
Well, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average, and being able to do that, that is extremely good bat to ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. That one fouled off. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Batting 7, designated hitter, Elliott.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's Elliott Ramos.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Two aboard, 2 outs. That one at triple digits.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Two on, 2 outs. This to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Nope, that's high.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now. Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
In the air, right side. Garcia settles underneath it, and the inning is over. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We head to the second from San Francisco. Giants on top, 2-0. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at Oracle Park, here's O'Neal Cruz.
Center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Ball one. Strike. Woo.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there.
Ball.
That's
Ball.
off the mark.
Hot.
Ball 3. That one
That's
misses.
4. Take your
So a
base.
leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to
Batting
nibble
6,
right there and just
shortstop,
missed his
Nick
spot.
Gonzalez.
Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Ball
No,
1, no
that's a ball.
strikes. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Cruz on at first. Nobody out. Quick toss to first, and he's back safely. The 2-1. And that is out of play. Two now. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses. Full count now. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Batting seventh, catcher, Andy Rodriguez.
One out man at first. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit, Andy Rodriguez.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Malley keeping him close. In the air, left field. Straw on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Batting eighth, third baseman, number 6.
That one a little bit
that's a
high. Ball one. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw, safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Runner goes again. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Man on second, 2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. Pirates leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the second,
Leading
digging in,
off the
Miles
Giants.
Straw.
Left fielder, Miles Straw.
First pitch way inside a fastball. And there's a foul ball. That misses.
Outside.
Ball 2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Inside. And it's a full count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Three and 2. Payoff pitch.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Liner caught it second. One pitch and 1 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
One out and a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch. Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. Fouls one off. 2-2. Now one missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, one out. Here's Rafael Devers. He reached out a walk his first time. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
For the Giants, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
Right through there for a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Strikes him out with 100. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Adames in position. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. No runs allowed yet. I think he'll probably keep this approach.
That's the ball.
The 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yes.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in San Francisco, set for the bottom of the third. Matt Chapman digs in now.
Chapman.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. O'Hearn takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Yohan Ramirez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him. That K is his third of the game.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
In the air to left center. Cruz under it. That is the inning. So they make short work of them there. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at Oracle Park, stepping in, Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau.
Sliced hard but foul. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Comes up empty.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So
Ball
a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Hayden Birdsong preparing to come on if needed. Quijada warming up as well. Lau gets his lead at first with nobody out. Late on that fastball.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. Got him swinging. One gone here.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And now O'Neal Cruz. Cruz in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That's inside.
Ball 2.
Man at first, one away. Next
Nope.
one misses, and the count is filled up. On the ground, right side. Devers over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Patrick Bailey.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
A changeup missing. Ball 2. That's down and in. Foul ball there. Payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Left fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bubba Chandler will depart. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
Yohan Ramirez
Number 49.
gets the call from the pen.
Yohan Ramirez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Giants. Second baseman, Luis.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Luis Arias, the next to hit.
Nope. That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. And that one almost hit him.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses. 3-2 now. And that's inside and a good at bat ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
In the air, right field. Garcia settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. One left for San Francisco. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And he hits a ground ball right side. Devers steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Inside, just missed. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, number 6.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Now here is Connor Griffin. He's 0 for 1. Rodriguez, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Pirates, right fielder, Jostinson Garcia.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And the 1-0.
Strike, woo!
Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And that'll do it. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's Devers at the plate.
First baseman, Rafael Devers.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
0-1 now. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. This one in the air center field. Cruz on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And you can sense the frustration. Cold streak continues.
Willie Adames.
Ball.
Ground ball left side. Fair ball. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Checks over to first. Back safely. Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
Strike. Woo.
And the 0-1.
Ball. Outside.
Chapman started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Yohan Ramirez gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
Isaac Mattson will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Bader up to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league.
Ball. Ball.
That's out to center field. Cruz has a beat on it. And that is that. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. We're through 5. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Now pitching for
They
the
bring a
Giants,
young arm out of the
number
bullpen in this
60,
spot, Hayden Birdsong. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Let's go, Hayden.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
No, that's a ball.
The 2-1. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a swing and a miss. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Ozuna in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Giants leading by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center field. Lee on his way over. He's got it. 2 away down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, second baseman Brandon Lowe.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Just misses with that one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one hammered and foul ball. Got him. Larry Bullard brings him up. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And they're down 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos.
That's the ball.
high fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that's a foul ball. That one missed. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
On to Gonzalez for one. On to O'Hearn. Two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Miles Straw, the next Giant to hit. Popped up first base side. O'Hearn settles under it. He's got it, and the inning is over. Giants go down quietly, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. That one catches the zone. 0-2. Birdsong in his second season, 24 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2020. Right side, and that one handled. Gets it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Gonzalez in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball right side. Arise on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Giants 2 and the Pirates nothing.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
On the mound now for the Pirates,
61,
Justin Lawrence.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Leading off for the Giants, second baseman, Luis Arise.
Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there, and it's 1-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike. In the air to left center, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But
now this one gets away at the plate, and the runner stays where he is. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Mason Montgomery, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go.
Hey!
Runner takes off, pulls that one foul. Rise gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's way outside, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers. Oh, great stop. The feed for one. To first, double play. Nicely done.
for me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here, the bottom of the seventh.
Ball one.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Oh, and this one gets away. No advance, though.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
And it remains 2-2. Two outs with a runner at third. Hard hit right side. That ends the inning. So the Giants leave one, but they're on top 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Giants.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Leading off, Andy Rodriguez.
Catcher,
1 for 2.
Rodriguez.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Dives, but it's off his glove. He decides to hold on to it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
At the plate, Jostinson Garcia. Up and in, and that's ball one. And that one fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That's outside. 2-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Ryan Walker, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Quijada also getting ready. Two and one now. Swings through that one for strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Stays alive. The Pirates with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the eighth. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Here's a ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Eric Miller won't go any further tonight. And he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
Randy
the Giants,
Rodriguez
number
taking over on the
73.
mound.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Golden opportunity right here. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball one. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. No balls, two strikes.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Swings and misses. And that's strike one.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
And it's even up to Ozuna. That's off the inside corner. Ball two.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was straight queso right there.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's too low. Full count now. Brandon Lau in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of.
So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. All loaded up. Ryan O'Hearn will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Popped in the air, left field, and that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Mason Montgomery on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Leading off for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Out towards right center field. And there's 1 down.
One thing we hear a lot, Boog, is the outfield here at Oracle Park can really be challenging on fielders, especially at Triples Alley and right center. You're going to need some rangy outfielders to cover all this ground.
And first offering is fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. That one is hammered right field, carrying well, and that one is off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
1 out, runner at second. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Man at second. Way high there. And the count even 1-1. Montgomery. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
No, that's low.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one almost got him. And there's a ball. Miles Straw on deck for San Francisco. Runner at second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the left fielder, Miles Straw.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate.
Hey!
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. 2 on, 2 outs. To the right side, Lau whips it to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Giants leave a couple. They lead it 2-1. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Walker.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one lifted to left. Straw on the move. 1 away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Late swing fouled off. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. There's a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Oh.
In there, sits him down on strikes. And the Pirates with only 1 out left.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So it's their last chance in this one. Up next for the Pirates, Endy Rodriguez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swinging a foul straight back. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Ball.
Go with the tying
Impact.
run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The Buccos with the tying run on at first here at the top of the ninth. This one in the air, center field. Bader on his way over. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.